Good stuff. Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining me for another Wednesday class. Normally we look at Chen style in this class, and we will be doing that today. But we're also introducing the 7 stars rotations Qigong by Master Lock. I'm actually using it in all my classes at the moment as warm up because I feel it's a really nice, thorough Qigong for health and just gets the energy flowing. And it's a nice sort of buffet of exercises that you can pick and choose to meet your daily needs as required. So let's get started then with right hand in fist and left hand straight, pulling back the thumb, feet together, hands together, and let's press forwards. And I'm going to adjust the screen so that you can see more footwork. Lovely. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to rattle through some of these quite quickly. Let's float up through the top of the head and the chin, slightly down and back. So let's take a moment in Wuji, please, to just let go and be. Very good. Let's find the fingers and gently engage them, press them down. Let's begin. Relaxing to center. Movement 2. Gently does it, please, especially if you're working with injury. Changing direction. Change. Changing direction. Good. Keeping good posture. Movement 3. Remember, just do what you can comfortably. Relaxing to center. Keep good posture. Keep the knees in line with the toes. Sit back. Careful not to bend your back forwards. Okay, so I'm seeing that happening. Just rest for a moment in center while I show you what not to do. Okay, so after you have come down your body, be careful not to do this. It is not a forwards bend. It is not a forwards bend. It's not. It's a squat, basically. So we're wanting to sit the body back. Do you see the way I'm sitting my whole body back? My torso remains upright as much as I can, but it all goes back from the knees. My arms are helping to balance as I stretch down and I sink down. So the knees do not go beyond the toes and I remain as upright as I can and feed the energy up the back. So I am slightly leaning forwards, but if you watch Master Locke doing it, he looks pretty much bolt upright. I'm just doing what I can to the best of my ability. So say you can go down so far and no further without bending your body or bending your knees forwards, then don't go any further down. Please absorb this very carefully. It's not about how low you go, it's about how well you do within the choreography, that we want to keep our structure correct. So if we can go this far and no further without compromising by bending the body or doing something weird and wonderful with the knees, then don't go any further down. Instead, we think of lengthening the energy beyond the fingertips so that we are going around the feet with our energy and then guiding it back up and round the waist to center. So please be careful about that. It's something I'm seeing a lot. Either people are doing weird and wonderful things with their knees to get them further down, which will eventually cause pain issues or injury if they kept doing that, or they're just bending their back, and that's not the movement. Okay, so let's try it again, and this time remain upright, extend your energy beyond your fingers. That is better practice. Even like that is better practice than that or any of the above that we just talked about. Ready? Let's check posture. Relax to center. And sit back, stay upright. Yes, better. Well done. And cover center. Good job. Relax to center. So a deep squat like that actually is hard work. So there's recovery built into the practice by covering center. We can listen to our heart rate. We can listen to our breathing. We can consciously experience our body recovering from that little bit of challenge that we've just given it. And you'll feel that your heart rate returns to normal quite fast. The breath calms down, the muscles release and relax. Excellent. Okay, so now number 4. So we flip to the corner. We're just going to do, yeah, let's do 32. Ready? Nice and gentle. So remember, With this little rolling action, the turning of the waist is very subtle. The hips stay fixed, and we're just very gently walking up the ladder of our spine, feeling each rung, each vertebrae very gently. Think of rolling the energy around it, and then come up a layer. Roll the energy and come up. Breathe. You can do 2 circulations for each vertebrae if you like. Remember, this is a kind of buffet. You can do what you feel the body needs within the choreography. You can adapt the choreography to suit your body's needs on the day. Keep the principle, but you can play with the setup of it. Keep your structure, top of head floats up, chin slightly down and back. So as you walk up the vertebrae of your neck, you've plenty of space. Keep your awareness in your neck. Listen and breathe as you walk up. All the way up to the base of the skull, and then flip the toes, flip the hands, and tiger. Very good. Relax your energy down. Right hand comes under. Expand the ball and turn it round. Step your back foot forwards a little bit. Relax it down and expand. Turning over the front leg. Release, back foot comes in, turn, step the back foot forwards. Relax and expand. Good, float up and gently turn the body. For sun and moon rotations, step back, float up, turn the body, and come in. Very good. Onto the snake. So we flip the toes to your southeast, turning the body, right hand forwards and up, left hand round the back, palms facing away from you, fingers stretching around the body, arms curved, stretch your hands away from your body. Release and lasso the top hand and flip the toes to repeat. Snake to the southwest. Stretch the hands away, look over the shoulder and release. You can lasso again if you wish, but let's return to center and we'll look at our turtle. So the hands want to mirror the feet. We cross the hands, lift and open. So the width of your feet, that's the width of your hands. And we want to sit back and fill the back as we stretch the arms forwards. Lengthen through the top of your head with the chin down a little and back. So you feel the back of your neck stretching like the turtle stretching its head out of the shell. Full body stretch and release. Relax down and walk your feet gently in. Good. Well done. All right, movement 5. Now we're looking at the elements, and we've only just introduced the elements to this class. So let's revise. We're going to turn to the southeast again. Hopefully this is clear, but just to make it more clear, let's just stay facing front and we'll do it towards each other. So you're standing on your right and your left hand and foot are in front. extending, hand above foot, elbow above knee, shoulder above hip. We're going to step, and as you turn your waist slightly to your left, the hand and the foot turn out. The hand is turning. So we feed the weight forwards, the back hand, lower hand comes through with the foot and turns out to, as if to take hold of the throat of your opponent. So it's the same position as before, but instead of the palms facing up, they're facing out. We roll back, we float up, we square up. So the hands are lining up one behind the other, both facing in. For a moment, we turn the front foot by turning the body, which turns the hand sinks down, and the back hand feeds through with the foot to grab. So that's the drill, that's the sequence. So let's look at it again. We roll back towards the back foot, float up, release the front foot, square up. Your left hand is still leading, your right hand is behind, both palms facing in. We step and we turn the body, which turns the foot and hand, and we step through and turn the palm, grab. We roll back, float up, square up and step, turning the front foot and hand, step through and grab. Roll back, float up, step. This is a little G movement, we're pressing, turning the front foot, step through. Lovely. Now I'd like to show you that on the diagonal, just to make it clear. Sometimes there's foreshortening when I'm facing the front. So from here, if you watch, I step, turn out, step through, and grab. I roll back towards the back foot, float up, square up, G, step, turn out, step through, and grab. Notice the hand is level with the elbow, the fingers pointing to the Lao Gong, the center of the raised palm. Roll back, float up, square up, one hand behind the other, step, turning, step through and grab. Good. And it's rhythmical. So I like to listen to music in my head as I do it, music that goes with the rhythm. I don't play music, I just play it in my head. Let's do it facing each other and we will just drill through gold. Ready? And good. Now let's look at water. Water is a little turn, and that's a block. And then the other hand feeds through, piercing with the fingertips, fixing the front foot. So we block, we step back, and we pierce. We block, we step back, the other hand pierces through. So there is balance. If you watch it from the side, from here, block, step back. So as the weight goes back, the fingers feed forwards, block, step back, and pierce. So there is water, and water, you can go forwards or back. So you could block, turn out the front foot, and pierce. Block, turn out the front foot, and pierce. And the turning of the foot is always because you're turning your center. So should we try water together? Let's do it facing each other. We'll go backwards first. So we start from the grab the throat position. Good. We're going to do a little block, stepping back and pierce. Fingertips lead the way, and notice the scoop. Look at the ball of my, the circle of my t-shirt. You can see the palm mimics that shape. It's curved. Yeah. Block, step, pierce, block, step. Turn the toes in. They can even turn a wee bit further in so that the feet are actually parallel. Block, step, pierce. Good, let's go forwards. Block, turn out the front foot and step the back foot with the hand, pierce. So the water exercise is 2 exercises for the price of 1. You can do it backwards, you can do it forwards. And it teaches us to be fluid. Yeah, ba-boom, dum, go back. Ready, block, and pierce. Block, and pierce. Block, and pierce. Block, and pierce. Very well done. Let's move on and have a little look at our wood element. So wood is with the left leg leading. It's really important we always take a step with the left and a half step with the back foot. We don't do it on the other side because this is a liver exercise and it's designed to stretch the liver. So if you step with the right foot leading, you don't get the outcome we're looking for. So I'll do it with you. We'll all do the same and let's see how we could do that well. Yeah, so let's go over to our right. So this is our front. We're all doing the same thing and we're just going to go across the room. So the left foot is leading and our left hand is leading. Now, do you remember earlier we did our little rolling of the ball for our dragon? This is the same movement. The arms are like little choo-choo train pistons, but it's bigger. So we're just stretching out. So be careful if you have back pain. This won't do you any damage as long as you're being mindful of listening and working with your body rather than just pushing it into position. So left hand and foot lead, we step forwards a little bit more with the left. We circle the arms and take a half step and stretch. So the right hand is forwards, the left hand is back. There's your little liver stretch. And cycle again, step left, cycle right, half step. Step left, half step. Choo-choo train, step left, half step. Isn't that a nice wee one? That's our wood element for liver and gallbladder. Very nice, well done. Let's turn and now we'll look at our fire element and that's like a jade maiden movement. So we're going to step right. Step right. The right hand swings up and blocks, palm facing out. The left hand comes in front of the heart and feeds forwards. And we take a little half step with a rise. Yeah, good. Okay, so let's float down and up and let's step with the left foot to the corner. Left hand blocks up and turns out and the right hand in front of your chest feeds forwards with a rise. Good, let's do it facing forwards just for clarity, for another way to see. So what have you just done? All right, we're going to step forwards. If you step forwards with your right hand blocks up, the left hand comes in front of your heart and feed it forwards with the rise. So it's very martial. Yeah, block and push. Good, and let's flow down and turn out and we can lift, step, block and rise. And we can flow down. You don't have to turn out, you can just change direction. Block with the right in front of the heart, left and rise. Oh, I'm off screen. There we go. So you get the idea. Good. And let's finish. That was fire element, so for heart and small intestines. And look at this. This is your earth element. So this is called heaven and earth rotations. We want to fill the back and breathe. Good. So we're just revising today the 5 elements. just as a little preparatory exercise for next week, let's come in and breathe. Let's have a little prepare for movement 6, the 6 harmonies. So I'm just going to ask you to take the ball shape and roll the ball around. Think of swinging it. My husband calls this swing the baby. Swing. Good. But actually, it is an exercise in Master Locke's repertoire, and it's called Sunshine Fills the Halls. Good. So I'd like you to swing up and over, and then open at the top and open your toes. Good. And then come back in, foot in, swing the other way, up and over, and open your toes. Good. So the side that you're opening, the arm you're opening, your foot, you keep your arm slightly in front of you and you keep good posture. Good. We come up, we swing and open and come up and swing and open. Good, one more. Oh, yeah, I see myself. I'm like, oh, the posture's gone. Yeah, keep upright. Ready? Again. Swing and open. Lengthen through the top of the head. Chin slightly down and back. Good. And close. Swing and open. Good. So anytime if you do take a snapshot of yourself or you see yourself in the mirror and you go, oh, the posture's gone, relax down. So we just come down the front to finish that. Good. Take a breath. If that is the case, what does that tell you? You're not doing enough standing practice, and I know I'm not doing enough standing practice. I'm still building up my health and re-establishing the discipline after a very nasty illness over Christmas. So my standing practice is not what I would like it to be. And when I see myself snapshots and go, oh, the posture has gone. So that's what we need to do to fix that is more standing, because standing in good posture, letting go for long periods of time if you can, it sets the body in good posture. It's like setting a jelly in a mold. So the longer you leave the jelly in the mold, the more memory the jelly has of the position that you want it to be in. And we are the same. If we spend long periods of time in good posture and relaxing and letting go into it, then our body will naturally be in the position that we want it to be in as we're moving it here, there, and everywhere. It's like shaking the jelly on the plate. The jelly moves, but it keeps returning to the shape that it has been set into. So we want to set our body into the best alignment possible. And there is no other way that I can think of than doing standing. It's just, it requires that time. So you can tell a mile off if someone has been standing or not, because their posture is immaculate if they've been standing, and their energy is, it's full and powerful and strong and light in the upper half. So yeah, something for me to work on. But anyway, good. Okay. One last little preparatory exercise for next week. And this is weaving. Now, if you've done Immortals, you'll recognize this. We're going to turn the waist and cross one arm over the other. And it's the back of the palm that's leading the way. And then we untwist. So that arm comes up and over and the other hand follows. And then we do the same on the other side. So we go up and over and we cross with the back of the palm and release. And one hand guides the other in a circle to repeat. So we cross and open, turn the circle and cross. Turn the circle and cross. Turn the circle. Now we want to keep the back in good posture. We want to keep that lovely long line of the back and simply turn in the waist. Please do not be tempted to lean the body, because that will strain your back, and we don't want that. We want lovely, happy, healthy backs, healthy body. That's what it's all about. So cross and circle and cross and uncross. Well done. So that's a wee thing to play with for next week, so that we can put part 6 of the 7 stars rotations together. And it's called the 6 harmonies. Good, well done, and rest. Take a breath. Good, lovely, well done. Okay, leaving Master Lock stuff for now, let's have a little look at our Chen style. So we've just under half an hour. And a question that was asked the other day, in fact yesterday, by one of my students, he had seen or was studying footage of me doing the Chen style, and in part 4 of the Lao Jia Yi Lu, there is a step called wrap in fists, and what comes up to it, what is before it, is your apparent close up and your single whip. So we're coming into it from here, and wrap in fists, then we go into both hands in fists before we do our move. And the question was, the student saw that the open hand was going into a fist, curling into a fist, one finger at a time with the thumbs last. But what he saw, or thought he saw, was that the other hand was going thumb in first. No, it's not, it can't do. There is a fist in Qigong called the healing fist, where you bring the thumb in first and then curl the other fingers on top. You can try that now, please, for me. So thumb in and fingers on top. And that has a lot of benefits for Qigong, a lot of benefits for health. It helps you breathe in a certain way. It helps you breathe with the upper chest, actually. And it's a sort of comforting movement. It's kind of like a child sucking its thumb. It's thumb centric, so it's soothing for the stomach and the spleen. So it has a lot of good qualities about it, but we never use the healing fist in the martial context. The reason being that if you punched someone with the thumb inside the fist, you would break your thumb. So it has absolutely no value to us from the martial context. And as we're doing Lao Jia, it is pure martial arts. It's only martial context. But if you look, if I come up real close, and you'll see that movement, it does look a bit different from if your hand was open. If my hand was open in slow motion, I would do that. I'm exaggerating for effect, but its fingers curl one at a time and thumbs in last. And that's what my other hand is doing. But this hand going from hook just releases and curls into fist. But because the hook has the wrist at the highest point, I have to release and relax the wrist down as I make a fist. So actually, you can still curl one finger at a time and thumb in last on top. See that? On top and round like your normal martial fist. But it just looks a bit different because it's going from hook to that. Okay, so I've seen people flourish. I've seen one of my teachers make quite a flourish of it, but it is still from here to here. There's not the thumb in first, because if you did that, you would get your healing fist, which is a no-no in martial arts. So I hope that clarifies that. If we talked about it before class, before the recording today, so sorry for repeating myself, but it's good to make these things clear. So let's have a look, please, at part 4 of our Lao Jia Yi Lu. And I hope you are continuing with your form, folks, as we're working through the 7 stars. Don't let the Lao Jia slip away. Keep at it. Okay, so we're going to go from your step back, twist upper arm movement, the beginning of part 4. So just give yourself a moment in good posture. Relaxing down. And let's bring left hand forwards and right hand towards the ear. Release belly, hips, knees. Off we go, please. 5 steps back. I pat on horse. And this is your end game. Ready? And downward punch. And here it is. Ready? Now we're going to keep our posture there and turn the right shoulder back. Keep going, up and over. Very good. Well done. How did you get on? Okay, great. Yeah, how we think about something hugely affects how we actually do it, you know, or the outcome of what we're doing. So be careful with the words that you tell yourself as you're doing the form. So as I say, you know, the question that I was asked was, okay, so your thumb is going in first. But if you're saying that, you could end up doing it, even though I'm going, no, that's not what I'm doing. So be careful. Yeah, do ask questions if there's something you're not sure of. Once you have got an answer, or once you've been given a direction, try to follow that direction and like just let go of any previous thoughts. Once I was playing with a friend doing some Tai Chi, and you know we were milling over a particular aspect of the master's teaching, and I was saying, oh, that's not what I was doing. Do you want to see what I was doing? And my friend went, nope, I don't want to see the deviation. I want to focus on what the master has just given us. And that's absolutely the right way to go about it. Once you've had clarity, whatever misconception or deviation you had in your head, that's an old model. It served you to get you to that point, but then get rid of it and focus on the new instruction, or you can actually end up looping back. And I find that, I mean, we all do that, you know, we get the master's instruction and we're polished up nicely and we're doing really well. But over the weeks, months, sometimes years between seeing a master, then our old habits can assert themselves again. So we have to keep trying to hold the corrections as best we can in our minds. Of course, that can make new deviations, because we can swing through what they've asked us to do and go out the other end. But that's the normal metronome of learning. You know, we deviate and then we're corrected and then we deviate the other way. But each time, hopefully, the swing through becomes less and less, so that we're more and more on the path of what we're meant to be doing. So let's have a quick look now. We'll go through part 3 and 4. So sort of tie that section together, please. Okay, so part 3 begins with punch. Just make sure you have enough space. Ready, punch. And don't have enough space. We need space to the right. Take it. Excuse me. Ready? Up and over. And this leads us into part 4. 5 steps back. Keep going. Good. High pat on horse. Relax to center and circle. Gather. This is the downward punch. Diagonally down, check posture, relax to center punch. And ready, keep your structure, turn center. And seal in your good energy at the base of your body. Release. Fill right. Close left. Very well done, everyone. Good stuff. So I hope that's still kind of in your system. As I say, please go to our previous videos of the full Lao Jia and just work your way through it. Once or twice a week will at least keep it a bit in your body. If you're doing it every day, you will get so many benefits. I'll admit I don't get it done every day. And I used to be very good that even if I wasn't doing it physically, I would do it through in my mind. And that is also very good training. So you can lie in bed and just go through the steps one at a time in your mind. Very good for your mind. And often you fall asleep before you finish the form. But every little helps. So please do consider, you know, next time you're waiting for your tea to cool, get up and do a section of Lao Jia. How's that? Good. Or if you do a wee bit of Qigong or something, just think, well, now that I've got moving, I might as well do Lao Jia, might as well do something. And that's how I find it, you know, even if you've done standing practice, happy days, that is amazing. Once you've done your standing practice, it's a waste not to do a bit of form afterwards because you've done all the preparation and you'll get so much more from your form after standing. Let's go down to the legs. Knees. Lower legs. Ankles and feet. Good, and up you come again. So Master Lock encourages us to do Wuji standing, just standing, even an open stance, listening, feeling, letting go. The Chen style is more martial, so it's similar, but it has the engagement and the floating up of the arms, which is really weight training. It's giving you a little bit more strength, and it's based on wrestling. It's based on the sort of, okay, let's go position. So either one, though, they're both going to really help your Tai Chi and your health. So let's do a little heel tap to finish. 100 ailments go away. And stand, please. Listen to your body. Breathe into it and let go. Good. And let's just gather that energy back to center now, hugging your elbows gently in. You can do the Chen style where the palms are just one on top of the other. You can do lock style where the thumbs are linked. Both are good. Just feel into your hands, feel into your belly, and feel your energy is stronger. Beautiful work today, folks. Well, we've really done a lot today. I've thrown a lot at you. We fit a lot in an hour. Actually, you could just take a section and work on that on a loop of this video. You don't have to do the full thing. You don't have to do anything, but the more you do, the more you get out of it. So thank you so much for joining me today. Let's salute, right hand in fist, left straight. Xue Sang Hao, and a very happy Chinese New Year, year of the wood dragon. Prosperity and health to you all, and see you next time.